super excited about this. We're going to go over some low-end and some high-end Facebook ads. So one of these is going to be something that you can go and you can sell and you can build a nice little base income off of this. The other one's going to be on the extreme, on the higher end, to go after higher end clients with Facebook ads. And I gave myself the assignment to try to have the most difficult, trying to think through the advertisements and stuff we do. What's the most difficult example of doing Facebook ads? Because you may be thinking, well, you can't do Facebook ads for this industry. You can't do Facebook ads for whatever industry. And that may be true. There may be some industries out there which are really difficult to do Facebook ads. But the way I'm going to show you today, it could almost apply to any company out there. And you'll see how it works exactly. But here's what we're going to go over today. And just so you know, this training, if you guys have never sold Facebook ads, but you're just looking for a way to start offering them, if you're currently selling them, but you're looking for new ways to offer them to different businesses, or if you're just getting started and you want to get your first client with companies that you already know and you can easily close. We're going to talk about all that today. So if that's you, stick around. So why Facebook ads? What makes them a great product to sell? So here are the benefits specifically for you. Facebook ads are a growing market, so it hasn't been completely saturated. There's not, unlike SEO or other things, the businesses aren't getting inundated with the calls for Facebook and the emails and all the stuff that they get from overseas and things like they are for those other services. So it's a growing market. People are starting to realize the power that you can get from Facebook, the targeting you can get from it, and how amazing it is that you can target, you can track, and it's a lower price than things like PPC. So that's why it's growing. It's results based, so you're going to get results for people. Like I said, there's lower competition right now. That's not always going to be the case. You can get some really great margins off of it. And generally, it's not a ton of work. It can be, depending on the complexity of the ad, but stuff I'm going to talk about today is more of the kind of stuff that you can set up once and it can keep working for you. It can be a consistent income, which is also a long-term income, and they have high perceived value. So bottom line, lower competition with Facebook ads means you can charge more and make more. And we're going to cover the spectrum of that today. We're going to go on the low end and we're going to go on the high end. All right, so here's how Facebook ads benefit the business. There's immediate results for the business, immediate leads, immediate profits. They can get ongoing results. It's great for branding. It's great for local positioning. So if you want to position yourself as a leader, it's great to do social media and ads in social media. And businesses don't generally understand Facebook, and they need your help. So this is why it's great to sell to those businesses, why it's great that you're offering this kind of service to them. So businesses looking for results-based and immediate lead marketing, Facebook ads is amazing. It's amazing. All right, so let's get into it. The no-brainer Facebook ad offers. So as an agency, I want to tell you what I look for in a Facebook ad campaign, because there's all sorts of different types of campaigns that you can run. But the one thing that I want to see is sustainability. And one of the problems with a lot of ad campaigns out there on Facebook is that they become less and less effective. So you'll run a campaign and everyone sees it, and you eventually run the course of that campaign, and you have to kind of stop. So I don't like that, because then the client, they want to stop and they don't want to pay you. So I like things where they're going to pay you month after month and after month, and the ads actually don't they don't go out of style. They don't get oversaturated. So what I look as an agency is for sustainability. Like what's the longest type of ads I can run on an ongoing basis without having to redo it or have them stop and start and all those kinds of things. I want sustainability. I want consistency. So, and that's important in order to automate your business. So we're going to talk about all of those things, but I've got a riddle for you guys. I thought I'd have a little bit of fun and made up this riddle. So what marketing service is always aging but never gets old? Marketing service that's always aging but never gets old. What do you guys think? I want to see your guesses. Advice, okay? The marketing service that's always aging but never gets old. All right, I'm going to give you guys the answer. We're struggling. Here's the answer. It's Facebook. Oh, here we go. We got some more. Okay, no idea. All right. It's Facebook birthday ad campaigns. Always aging. There's always people who are getting older. But what's great about that is your ads never get old because they're always going to someone that has a birthday. You know, so someone doesn't even see it unless their birthday's coming up. And even then, they might not see it. So I love Facebook birthday ad campaigns. And you can do them, you know, offering birthday gift cards, but you need to do it to kind of specific types of business. So here's some examples of businesses where you can run birthday ad campaigns. Restaurants is a great one. Mini golf, laser tag, escape rooms, Sky Zone, go-karts, sports centers, sports emporiums. Why do you think we want to target these types of businesses? What's the common denominator of these? They take groups. That's right. They take groups. So when you have a group of people going to a business, you can make a great offer for the birthday person. You can basically give stuff away to the birthday person because generally with these things, people don't go alone. Generally, people aren't going to go to Sky Zone by themselves. They're not going to go go-karting by themselves. They're not going to go laser tag by themselves. They're not going to go to a restaurant by themselves. So let's look at restaurant because this is one of probably your lowest hanging fruit is going to restaurants because there's restaurants all around you. And, you know, you may not have a Sky Zone or a mini golf place in your area, but you definitely have restaurants. So let's just look at that as an example. So for instance, 70% of Americans eat out on their birthday. So they go out to eat, 70%. That's a lot. That's a lot of people going out on their birthday. And can you think of some businesses that might want to get a larger chunk of those birthday people into their restaurants? Yeah. Every restaurant that you go to that you really love would probably really like to get more birthdays coming to their restaurant. Now it's not like this isn't like Chuck E. Cheese. They're not saying, hey, we're gonna have a party at your place, but just going out to eat. We're going out to celebrate. Hey, it's your birthday. Let's go out. Let's celebrate with friends, with family, whatever it is. 70% of Americans eat out on their birthday. So they don't want to take care of dishes. It's their birthday. Birthday parties spend about $78 per visit. So, whether you going with a group of friends or family or whatever, this is the average, about $78. So you can give away that birthday dinner to the birthday person and still make a great profit. And the problem, the problem with some of the other campaigns that you might run, different types of coupons. If you're offering someone 20% off, well, it's not really enticing enough for someone to say, "Oh yeah, I'll sign up to get your 20% off." You're on Facebook, you're interrupting people while they're watching cat videos. You're interrupting people while they're trying to figure out what their friends are doing that night or what their friends far away have been up to, catching up with people. So it's not like they're going out to search for whatever any business has to offer. And, if you don't make a great offer, then people generally won't jump on it, and your conversions are going to be horrible. Your clients are going to be upset, and we've done it. We've done, sometimes at our dismay, we've told people, hey, this is not a great offer. Like, if you really want to get something out of Facebook ads, we need a great offer. And, and people have come back to us and say, that's all we're willing to do. We'll only do 20%. And we warn them, you have to give more on Facebook. You're interrupting people. They're not looking for what you're offering. So it's got to be a great offer. So when you do a birthday, you're making a great offer. You can give away that meal for free to the birthday person, and they say, hey, let's go here. I've got a free meal. And then their friends all go there and they spend money. And then what happens? So the way you position this is you're giving it away for free, but there may be a limit. Like, so maybe you're giving away, they've got meals that are from $12 to $20. So you might give away a meal that's $15. So you're not giving away the $20 stuff or the $25 stuff. You're giving away the lower end stuff, but they might be like, hey, I'm only spending $5 extra or $10 extra to get what I really want, and they'll spend more. So you can actually still make money from even the birthday person. Birthday parties average 3 to 4 people. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. Very rarely will someone go out and go out on their birthday alone and get a ticket. It'll probably happen, but you make up for it in the number of people that come to you. The great benefit for the business is they're getting new customers and potentially repeat customers. Because how does that person feel? How does that person feel when they go and get a free meal from a business? And you're like, hey, have a free meal on us. It's your birthday. How does that make the person coming in feel? They feel awesome. They're like, wow, this place gave me a birthday meal. That's awesome. I feel indebted to this restaurant, so they're going to come back. And unlike other coupons where someone might come and it's like 2 for 1, a lot of times those 2 for 1 offers, business doesn't make a ton of money off of it because you're only getting 2 meals. They're paying for 1, so you're basically giving 50% off. If they're spending $78 and you're only giving away $12 or $15, that's a much smaller percentage of your total revenue. So you're actually making money as opposed to breaking even with the other stuff. So you can get people in, and we can capture their information so that they come back. So we capture who they are and help build that email list so that they come back. So here's an example ad for a birthday offer. And basically what this is just a template that we've taken, and I'll show you exactly how we make it and what we do to do it. But it's really fast. This is also our pitch. This is also how we pitch them. So we just show them the coupon and start talking about it. So let's get into that. What is the pitch? So what we do is we'll go to if there's a restaurant, we're going to go to, casually, whether you're walking in to try to sell them or you're just going out to eat. Let's say you're going out to eat and you're going to go to the Indian Palace. Go to their website. find an image that you like, grab that image, download it, just right click and then click Save As, download that image. Here's our template without the image in it. So just free meal to you from us, happy birthday, right? And then you just stick that image right into our template. And we'll give you that template so you guys can go and use it and make those offers. And then, so once we have the coupon created, we'll just stick that onto a phone so we have it with us. So we say, hey, you know, we really enjoy this place. We were just wondering if we could talk to the owner. So it's super casual. You talk to the owner. Don't go into the pitch right away. So you just say, hey, we just love your restaurant. You know, I'm just, and then you can show them, hey, I made this. We're doing these campaigns for other businesses. We're not doing any right now immediately in your area or for this type of restaurant or whatever. But I made this, you know, as an example because I knew we were coming here. I just wanted to show you where, you know, you can give away free meals and still make, you know, 70% of your business, of the business. So you basically giving away birthdays. And then I'll also have this on my phone, you know, let them know, you know, 70% of Americans eat out on their birthdays. Birthday parties spend $78 per visit, and they average 3 to 4 people. So you can give away a birthday meal and still make a really nice profit, and you build great goodwill in the community. And so we'll, you know, we target people in the area. We give away the birthday meals. We build that goodwill, and you profit from the group coming together and buying, you know, multiple meals because there's a group of people for a birthday, because very few people go out on their birthday alone. And once you've made that pitch, you know, we set it up, and I just wanted to show you guys, you know, the feature here in Facebook. You can go right in, select the location, select whether you know, what the gender is, and then select if they have an upcoming birthday. And it's about a week. So you can show people when they have an upcoming birthday for about a week. And then you build a landing page for them and build the list and get people on that list. So it's a really, really easy, great way. Yeah, I would imagine most restaurants know the stats on birthday parties, and they want birthday parties. So, I mean, even if you don't show them the stats, you just let them know you can get more people coming to celebrate their birthday at the restaurant. That's all you really need to pitch the entire thing. Hey, would you be interested in getting more birthday? You know, do you get a lot of people that come here for their birthday? Would you be interested in getting more people that come and have a meal with their friends on their birthday at your restaurant? You know, you can help them. You can help them do that. So this is a really, really simple way. And there are businesses that you know right now. Like, so there are restaurants you go to. There are people that you know. Now we're going to get in to some more difficult stuff to go after. But does this make sense? Do you guys have any questions about doing birthdays before I move on? Yes, this is the pitch. We just put it on a phone, and you know, we, like I said, have this template, put an image, put their image, so they see their image from their website on there, put it on our phone, and you don't necessarily need these slides in here. You could, I mean, there's 3 stats they have to remember. 70% of Americans eat out on their birthday, like, and generally the restaurants are going to know this. And so if you want to bypass all of this and just say, hey, would you like to get more birthdays, more birthday parties, more people coming for their birthday at your place of business? $78 is the average spend, and they're 3 to 4 people on average. Sometimes they're much bigger. Sometimes, you know, if it's large families or a big group of friends, you can have 10, 12, 15 people or more. for very large groups. So, all right. So, question: you put some limit on the value. Yeah, what we do. So sometimes what people will do is they'll say, you can. This is free, but only if you come with more than one person, right? Which I don't like those personally. I don't like that feeling of, oh, there's a catch, because that makes me feel like I was tricked in some way. If you put an actual value on it where they can come and order something off the menu for that value and potentially get a meal for free, I like that better because for a couple of reasons. One, because I don't feel tricked. I just feel like, okay, you know what? You're giving me $12. I can't complain about that. You're giving me $15. I can't complain about that. You can get up to $12. $12 for free. So, and it can't be like your lowest priced menu is $12 and you're going to give them $8, because then they feel tricked again. You have to give them an amount that they can go and they could potentially spend nothing, because then they're going to feel like this is a real gift, not a I'm trying to sell you stuff gift. This is a real gift, and but it gives them a chance to also say, well, it's my birthday. I mean, what are you going to do when it's your birthday? What do? You tend to spend a little bit more. Hey, it's my birthday. I'm going to get a dessert. It's my birthday. I'm going to get something to drink, where I normally wouldn't, or I'm going to get whatever it is. I'm going to get appetizers. You're going to spend more often just because it's your birthday. So when you give them like that value, then it gives them a chance to spend more, and you can make more off of it. As opposed to someone also coming in and saying, hey, I thought everything was free. I want the appetizer. I want the dessert. I want the meal. And then you have to be like, oh wait, no, it's only, when you tell them up front, here's the value, and generally we'll tell them on the ad or on the landing page that, this is the value. You can get $12 value on that, and usually people are fine with that. So, yeah. This doesn't just have to work with, you can do this outside of restaurants. Any place people will take a group and are more likely to take a group. So there's this place around here where you can go, I forget what it's called, but it's like a driving range, but it's not just like a regular driving range. It's more of like a place you go and you hang out with friends. I think they have food and a bar and all sorts of stuff like that. But, and it's almost like bowling. Oh, bowling's another one that I didn't quite have room to add it to the list. But it's sort of like bowling. Bowling's kind of on the edge. Some people will actually go bowling alone, but probably most people won't. So your percentages won't be as good on bowling, but it does still work. But anyway, this place, it's like a big party driving range place, and it's got digital displays like at the bowling alley and tells people how well they did. And you can kind of compete with each other a little bit on the driving range. So I forget what it's called. There's maybe one, Top Golf. Is that what it is? That may be. Thanks, Brian. But anyway, there's sports emporiums, any place where people are going to generally not go alone, this will work for. So restaurants are probably the easiest one because you can approach them because you're going out. You're going out, and you can show them that coupon. All right. Let's move on. All right. So what about high-end, more difficult niches on Facebook? Because I've heard this often. People say, "Oh, well, that's Facebook ads are cool, but they won't work in my client's market or in my market." And I went through and said, what's the most difficult thing that, for probably most people would look at and say, how would you do a Facebook ad for this? So what are some examples of difficult niches first? So generally, they're very specific services. They're expensive. They're once-in-a-lifetime kind of purchases. On an as-need basis, or something where someone needs it all of a sudden. And there's no targeting parameters for it. So you're close, Jamil, with the one I ended up doing. The example I'm going to show you guys is personal injury lawyer. Because how do you target a personal injury lawyer on Facebook? There's no parameters for it. There's no way to say, hey, have you been in, Facebook doesn't give you a parameter of has been in an accident lately. So there's no real great way to just target someone who might need a personal injury directly, just like this. I just want to find these people. All right, so we're going to talk about that and how exactly that gets done. And this will work in other, so I have someone, Jermaine says life insurance, DUI. DUI actually is a hard one, but this could work for DUI as well. Car dealers is another hard one, and this will work for car dealers as well. So, all right, so let's get into it. This is what I call video segmenting. And basically is you create a video and you blast that ad to an area, just one geographic area, and video ads are generally cheaper than other things, and then you segment that ad. So when you create a video ad, I'll get into exactly a little bit more detail on how that works, but basically you can segment an audience based on how much of the video they've watched. So if you make a video where a personal injury attorney here is giving advice, like saying, hey, here's one way, here's some tips on if you've been in an accident, here's some things that you need to know to make sure that you're okay, that you do the right things, and so you give some tips on what you would do if you've been in an accident. So you put that video out and you find a geographical location and you just blast that video to the entire area. So there, like I said, there's no targeting parameters for been in an accident lately. And you can target those people with the video specifically, and then depending on how much they watch, you can retarget, you can create sub-audiences for people who watch more. So if they've watched the whole video and then they're a hotter lead for you, and then you can re-market a new ad to those people who watched the entirety of that video with the new ad saying, hey, here's our offer, basically, here's what we do. So you don't make the offer in the first video, you just give them really great advice, you then target that audience. Here's the engagement, if they've watched 50% of the video, or if they've watched 75 or 95% of the video, then they're a really, really hot lead, right? Because they may be interested in this. Do you or someone, you can end the video with you or someone been in an accident, we can help. You can soft pitch it, but you don't want to hard pitch it. But then you can do a new ad to target those people specifically who watched more of the video. Does that make sense? Okay, DUI works on AdWords. Personal injury works really well for Facebook retargeting from bounces to website. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I like. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, custom audience. Then you can make lookalike audiences. That's right. Yeah, lookalike audiences sometimes don't work with this method because that audience could look similar to them. and in some ways it works just because certain demographics are more likely to have been in an accident and to need a lawyer for this. But it doesn't work quite as well, just because you can't really know whether they have been in an accident. You can't really retarget them like you can. You could retarget them with the first video, but not so much with the retargeting, with the engagement audience that you've created. So yeah, does that make sense? All right. All right, so what's the pitch? So basically the lawyer is getting super exposure and branding, so everyone in the area. So by the way, when Brian Anderson ran for political office, one of the reasons he beat his opponent is because he just took small little video clips and he blasted them to where everyone hangs out, which is Facebook. He just blasted them, it was cheap. So he just blasted videos to everyone in that location. So so people saw him. So he didn't have the backing of the Republican Party. I think his opponent had the backing of the local newspaper. Had all these connections in the higher up level, but he just blasted his video out to everyone and got massive exposure. So people saw him, they saw his name. It was all about branding. So this method gets super exposure, super branding, way better than a billboard or a newspaper ad or maybe even a commercial, because you're getting way more exposure than you would with those. You can get pretty fast leads with this method. It does take some time because you have to run multiple ad segments, but it's relatively fast. It's not like SEO. It's less expensive than a lot of PPC, like AdWords. I was just looking up some ads for personal injury lawyers, and it cost $40 for, and those were not really great keywords, to $200 a click. $40 to $200 a click on AdWords for personal injury keywords. That's not even a client. That doesn't mean maybe it takes them, 10 clicks. That's it's $1,000 just to get a client. And with personal injury lawyers, most of them aren't getting paid up front. They're getting paid on the back end. They're getting paid once they, help the client get paid. They only get paid when the client gets paid. So, these people are spending a lot of money to get that person in the door, and it doesn't take much to be able to match that doing Facebook ads. If you find a lawyer spending money on PPC, personal injury lawyer, and you say, look, I can help you, cut your budget in half, often you can do that with Facebook ads. Yeah, $200 is a ton to be spending on a click. You also build personal connections. If you make a video, people are going to connect with you more, and that's really important, especially for things like personal injury lawyers, high-end, really expensive stuff. It's important to build that trust, and a video helps you build that trust up front. You're also setting yourself up for future clients. So, maybe you're blasting this out to everyone, and maybe they don't need a personal injury lawyer. Maybe they, don't need one right now, but, you have a chance to put yourself in front of them, so when they do need one, that they will come to you, and you've given them some value up front. So does anyone think that a personal injury lawyer wouldn't spend money to get out there and get more clients on Facebook if they just understood how? Most of them don't understand how. Would they spend money on that? If you doubt it, you just go outside, drive around for a while, and I promise you, you will see stuff like this. And these things cost a small fortune for them to have up there. And they have to pay every month to get those signs and get that exposure. And this doesn't get you nearly the exposure. Maybe someone, sees your billboard every once in a while and then they stop paying attention to it. I mean, it doesn't get you in front of nearly as many people as you could do otherwise. And if you're a personal injury lawyer, your clients, where are they? If they're hurt, I mean, not necessarily. There's different types of, course cases that you can do. They're at home and they're on Facebook, right? they're injured. So if you're only relying on a billboard, you're missing a huge section of the market that needs you most. Those people who are at home, they can't get out of bed because they're actually hurt, and those are some of your potentially best clients, because they're visibly hurt, and you can help them. The lawyers can help them. Yeah. What do you guys think about those signs? I thought I found some pretty cool ones, right? I like that middle one, the attorney that rocks. Yeah, a Batman law firm. Anyway, yeah, the lawyers are willing to spend money. Personal injury lawyers are willing to spend some. But you know what? Some of those lawyers are just starting out and they're struggling and they don't have the money to put at, to put towards these kinds of campaigns. They don't have, they can't afford to do a billboard, and because they're not getting paid until the other end. So this is also great for new law firms who might be struggling, who might, can't, need to see that ROI a little bit quicker than, doing something like a billboard and what that might bring you. So this is a much faster turnaround, and they could spend all of this money on the billboard and get very little out of it, and not even know, like, did this even convert? I mean, they could put a tracking number on there, but I wonder how many of them do. Is the top middle guy from pro wrestling? It looks like it. I don't know. That's what I thought. It looks like he was a pro wrestler, but I don't know about that enough about wrestling to know if he is. It looks like he even has a wrestler name, Nasty Boy. I don't know if anyone can answer that. Brian's interested in knowing. Probably. All right. So with lawyers, we generally have use a pretty straightforward script with them if we're going to email them. They're not usually close to spending money. Lawyers understand, hey, I need to spend money to make money. Most of them, especially personal injury lawyers, have ad budget in mind when they start their firm. They understand that I am going to need to advertise. I cannot rely on referrals or whatever for forever. Even if they have some coming in, they're going to need to advertise, and they have that mentally in their mind to do some type of advertising. So we're kind of direct with our personal injury lawyers and just let them know, hey, we do, and I'll put a script up in the members area. I don't have it in the slides, but we basically just tell them, we'd like to help you advertise on Facebook, and trying to remember the script from off the top of my head. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. We'd like to help you advertise on Facebook. We've been doing these kinds of campaigns for other personal injury attorneys in a different area, and we're looking for one and then fill in the city. And it can help get you. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, I'll put it in the members area. Sorry I didn't get on the slide. but I guess maybe I was having too much fun finding billboards for lawyers. But I'll get it in the members area. You'll be able to download our email template and use it and modify it as you want to. But another easy way is to call them up. And if you're prone to that, call them up. We'll also put in a voicemail script for you to send out. You can send to lawyers. And again, it's pretty direct. It's more direct than a lot of other places because, because lawyers are more willing to spend money to make money, and B, they don't like it when you beat around the bush. They get kind of upset when you do it. We've tried. They get kind of upset. they want very direct. Here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do it. Let's get started. They're much more that type of person. So I hope you can see that if you have a business and they're not doing Facebook ads, there are options from the little restaurant places to the big power spenders. I would consider personal injury lawyers power spenders. They spend a lot of money on advertising, and there's a huge opportunity in both areas. Just depends on which one you feel most comfortable in. You can be extremely direct and a bit confident, arrogant with lawyers. Yeah, that's what Jamil was saying. You have to be very direct with most lawyers. I mean, maybe there might be a few where they might be different, but for the most part, they're very direct. They study the law. Everything is sort of black and white to them. So we'll put those scripts. We'll put the voicemail script, the call script, and the email that we use in there. So are there any other questions? And just go ahead and write those down. But while you do that, I just want to point out that if you do have a potential Facebook client, or you're not sure how you could do a specific ad for a specific Facebook client, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll talk to you. I'll get on the phone with you. We'll talk it out, and maybe there's similar campaigns that we've run that might be able to help you. But something to keep in mind when it comes to Facebook, these examples, I love these examples because I can run these all the time. I'm with the personal injury lawyer, the first video, I can just keep running that and keep building it. And because maybe someone watches it for 5 seconds, but then they get into an accident and then they watch the whole thing, right, later on. And then they get added to my new audience, which I target more heavily. So you can keep running these ads without changing a lot. Same thing with the birthday ads. There's always people with new birthdays. So you can change those. Now, here's what I would advise against. If you are working with a client who wants to run Facebook ads, they have to understand that it's all about the offer. It's all about the offer. The offer, except in some cases like this where you're going to do like a video segmenting campaign, it's all about the offer. And if they're not giving enough up front, the Facebook ads are not going to be successful and they're going to be disappointed. So be very cautious if they say, oh yeah, I want to do Facebook ads, let's give away 20%. That's honestly, usually 20% is not enticing enough for most people. I mean, it depends on what it is, but generally speaking, you need to make sort of an offer that people will be like, wait, what was that? what did that ad just say? Let me scroll. I just passed that, but let me scroll back up and see if that was right. You want to kind of get them, grab their attention. The offer has to grab their attention. Like, wait, oh, that's awesome. Like this is such an amazing deal. I'm going to jump on it. Yeah. So. Make sure you let them know that the offer is really important. Unless they do the video segmenting where you're just blasting out a video to a bunch of people, and then once they show some interest, then you make the offer. They show interest, and you make the offer. So, yeah, all right. Yeah, that's right. Jaw-dropping offer. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we will take care of all of the Facebook ad. You can have us take care of the Facebook ads for you. I actually put together a special thing for the birthday campaign. So and I'll put that in the members area as well, where you can get us to do it. It's going to be $250, but that includes the ad spend of $150. So it's only $100 towards us, $250 towards Facebook, and then you can charge whatever you want on top of that. There is a $100 setup fee because we're actually going to build the landing page for you, which is going to be included, so that's lower than our other pricing, even with the membership discount. That includes the membership discount. So it's going to be $250. $150 is going to go towards the ad spend, $100 towards us to build and manage and stuff. And so this is for birthday ads. So if you want to offer birthday ads and you want us to do it for you, it's going to be $250, $100 setup, and that includes ad spend. And we'll set up the landing page for that offer, because when we do the coupons, the birthday coupons, we'll build a landing page for those coupons. So for someone to get their free birthday offer, to help build that list, because we don't just want to build a potential. We want to build a list with that company. So we're setting that up right now. We just have to do the intake form. Finish up the intake form for that, and like I said, we'll build that. We'll build those campaigns for you. So it's a little bit cheaper because this one actually includes the ad spend. Does that make sense? How's that? Okay, Tom has a question. Should I tell them there is a monetary ad limit, and when they go, it's just $150. It's $150 ad spend is basically the offer. We could probably, if they need larger volume, like if you're in a more densely populated area and they need a higher ad spend, what I'll do is I'll create another product for that, so that, and it'll just include the ad spend. So it'll be a little bit more, but it's just going to be ad spend cost. It's going to be included. So if you need that, if you need a higher ad spend, we'll create it and we'll just include the ad spend into that. So, all right. So yeah, so you guys only pay $250, includes $150 ad spend. Charge whatever you want to on top of that. At least $350. You have to make at least $100 on it, and then it's sort of set and forget. It's just sort of taken care of. Tom, the landing pages that we create are would be for the restaurants and their birthday coupons. So it would be a landing page specifically for people to sign up to get the coupon. We make them sign up. That way we capture their name. Okay. Does that make sense, Tom? All right. Yeah, is selling Facebook easy? Yeah, I mean, I think this offer to those people is easy. Yeah, your base, and are you going to sell everyone 100%? No, I don't sell it. I mean, maybe you're a much better salesperson than me. I'm not that great. I don't sell everyone. But if you make that offer to to 4 or 5, maybe 7 businesses, you're going to get 1 as a client. So yeah, so make that offer. And you can start. The great thing I love about restaurants is you can just start with the places you go, and we'll give you the template that we use to create the ad, the coupon, and you can just let them know. Hey, and like I was saying earlier, a lot of them know those stats, but if you want to include those stats, they're easy to remember. 70% of Americans go out to dinner on their birthday. 3 to 4 people is the average party size, and $78. Is it 78, 76? Okay, now I'm not remembering. Okay, it's about that. It's at least $76 is the average spend. So pretty easy stats to memorize, but you can use those, take those as well. But bottom line is, would you like to see more businesses, or not, sorry, would you like to see more people bringing their family and friends on their birthday to your restaurant? And most business owners would be like, yeah, like that would be awesome. It's like, because we're doing some pretty cool stuff in order to get more people into restaurants, and it's super affordable. Yeah. All right, guys, that's all the time we have. If you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the Facebook group. Reach out to me. I'll help you through whatever you guys have, or any questions you have about clients, or what's the best service to offer them, whatever you guys need. We also have coming out next week, very soon, you guys will see our software platform, which is going to help you do reporting and some other cool stuff. Anyway, that's coming, and that's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about that. So that's coming really soon. So hopefully, you guys, if you're doing some sort of system or reporting system, whatever, you'll be able to cancel that. You'll be able to get all your people on this one, and you'll be able to do some really cool stuff too for lead generation. So, all right, guys. Hey, thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next training or in the group. Bye.